Yeah, love it. Hey, John Cooper. Hey, John Cooper, buddy. You weren't scared to play the Rangers? Aw, you weren't worried going into the matchup? How cute. Rangers win, baby, 6-3 over the Tampa Bay Lightning, and just the clown show that was the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. Absolutely zero class from that organization, from their coach to their players tonight. Zero class at all from them, and I love to see it. Just smacking them up out there. You got Ben Harper dropping the mitts, just openly laughing in Corey Perry's face. And I just love this. I loved every single bit of it. Even though, granted, I'm a little bit more relaxed watching these games, just feet back on kicked up on the couch, not really paying attention because at this point I'm kind of a little tuned out, just waiting for the postseason at this point, because at this point the Rangers aren't really playing for anything. They're not going to get home ice. They're not going to get the number one seed. So at this point, I'm kind of just clocked out of the season, just waiting for the postseason. But regardless, yeah, I'm still fired up a bit with the way that they won this game and with the fact that you had the Tampa Bay Lightning being just classless, and people say the Rangers are classless. Yeah, zero class at all for the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. Just zero respect at all. And I love the fact that the Rangers just handled business. And I love the fact that they stood up for one another tonight. So it was great to watch. But we're going to jump into the recap here. Before we do, leave a like on the video or / live stream here. If you do enjoy, subscribe. You guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We're going to cover them heavily still throughout the season, as we have covered every single game throughout the season thus far. And turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video or go live next. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about with this game because it was very eventful. Even though, like I said, I'm kind of tuned out a bit. There still was a lot of notes that I ended up taking today with a lot of things happening. So it starts off with a penalty with Steven Stamkos. He goes off for a slashing penalty, and the Rangers would score on that power play, as the Rangers power play looked good, and Tarasenko just threw one on net. Chris Kreider there for the tipping goal, and Mika Zibanejad would pick up an assist on this as well. The Rangers go up 1-0. Then they didn't take long after they make it a 2-0 game, as the kid line gets themselves a rush after Jacob Trouba gets hit, which, by the way, garbage hit there by Corey Perry. Again, no class at all by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Just casually slew foot Trouba. He lands head first on the ice. Hopefully he's okay, because he did not return in this game by the end of it. So I'm a little worried there, but at the same time, maybe they're trying to be precautionary there, and they're just holding him out just to make sure he doesn't aggravate anything. So let's just hope that's what the news is there. But the kick line gets themselves a rush, and Hedl feeds it to Kakko, and Kakko snipes one by Andrei Vasilevskiy and from the faceoff dot, and Keandre Miller picked up an assist as well. Then the Rangers would make it 3-0 as the fourth line almost scores off the rush. Vasilevskiy makes a big save, but then they continue to work, and Barker Gudjoe wins a board battle, feeds Tyler Mott, and he snipes it there. Seemed to be a theme with those 3 goals, right? Just getting it all blocker side on Andrei Vasilevskiy. So maybe the Rangers found something here. I don't know. But Lafreniere, then, he's always due for a dumb penalty every once in a while, as he takes one, goes off for a high sticking penalty. And Killorn ends up scoring on it as he gets a tip-in shot from Mikhail Sergachev. Kucherov also picked up an assist on this one. Igor then had to make some big stops as Tampa gained a bit of momentum. And then Harper fights Maroon. Maroon ended up getting a slashing penalty out of this as well. And I thought Maroon should have got an instigator. He clearly jumped in first, and Harper wanted nothing to do with this fight. But there it ended up being. And I'm shocked that Maroon didn't get an instigator as well. He probably should have, but it is what it is. Power play goes nowhere, unfortunately. Igor then makes a huge stop on Ian Cole coming on a rush the other way. Miller goes off then for a high sticking penalty, but that was the end of the first period. And the Rangers, I thought they looked solid on both sides of the puck. And I thought, again, another good start for them in this one, because that's what they have been struggling with. That's what they desperately needed. They really needed to get off to another good start. And yeah, sure enough, they did. Shots were 12-8 in favor of the Rangers in that first period. Second period comes along, and the Rangers finish killing off that penalty. But unfortunately, it would end up being a 3-2 game, as Harper loses a board battle behind the net, and Rash throws one on goal, and Hagel ends up getting the tip in. They gave Hagel the goal, I think. No, actually, they gave Rash the goal. And former Ranger, of course, getting his first NHL goal against the Rangers. How convenient is that? But Darren Radish ends up getting that goal there from Killorn and Hagel. You could have argued maybe there should have been a penalty called on that board battle behind the net, but I digress. But the Rangers did not take long to respond at all as Tyler Mott gets a breakaway opportunity, and he gets it under Vasilevsky's armpit and gets a goal there from Lafreniere and Goudreau. So that made it a 4-2 game. So Tyler Mott, by the way, which we're going to talk about, already 2 goals on the game there. He looked for the hat trick, almost got it a couple times, but Fox then goes off for a slashing penalty. Perry gets denied on a breakaway, and the Rangers kill the penalty as Perry really got the only quality chance there for them. But Tampa would make it 4-3 after that. And this play just absolutely made me lose my mind here as Adam Fox gets flat-footed there. Cirelli comes in. He gets a shot, gets a second chance, both denied. Hagel then taps it in, and Killorn decides to jump in 10 seconds later and decides to take a whack at Igor Shesterkin's nuts. And there was confetti gloves there, and Ryan Lindgren getting in their kitchen completely. I love to see how they responded there and how gloves just went flying when they touched Igor Shesterkin. Just again, no class at all from the Tampa Bay Lightning, and Alex Killorn there just pisses me off. Pisses me off how there was no respect there whatsoever. But regardless, that made it a 4-3 game. Rangers then get a power play from that scrum, and the power play goes nowhere as they do absolutely nothing on it. Igor then makes a huge stop on Braden Point. Trocheck and Perry then fight the gloves, and yeah, Corey Perry, real tough guy there, going after Vinny Trocheck, who wanted nothing to do with the fight. So yeah, real tough guy there. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they know how to show their balls. They're a tough group there. But I digress. Schneider then throws a big hit, and then Ross Colton comes in and decides to fight Brain Schneider, even though it was a clean hit. Colton thankfully got an instigator penalty, though. But all I can say that period is I have no idea what that was. I have no idea what that was. It wasn't good for the Rangers, but it was just berserk. 17-9 in favor of the Lightning for shots in that period. Rangers need to be better. It's that simple. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not even that mad with the goals that they really let up, to be honest with you. But, or at least for Igor Shesterkin, I didn't really think any of the goals were his fault there. But regardless, yeah, that was that period. Third period comes along, and Mika gets a pass across to Chris Kreider, and Andrei Vasilevsky makes a great save to rob Chris Kreider there at the doorstep. Power play comes to an end, and the Rangers put a lot of pressure on, but Andrei Vasilevsky just keeps robbing them. Tyler Mott almost netting the hat trick there. Couple good chances, but the Rangers would make it 5-3 as Mika makes an unreal backhanded move, and he hits the post. Kreider, though, is there to tap it in to the loose net there, taps the loose puck into the net there, and that made it a 5-3 game, and Adam Fox picked up an assist as well. Kucherov then goes off for a trippy penalty, and the Rangers would score on this power play. Panarin, he gets a puck, he says, do I want to shoot? Do I want to shoot? And he decides, yeah, I'm going to shoot, and he rips it by Andrei Vasilevsky to make it a 6-3 game. And then the game comes to an end. Harper and Perry end up fighting at the end, and Harper's just laughing at Perry completely. And just like, again, just go home. Just go home. Take the L and go home for Tampa. But we knew there was going to be a fight at the end. But I thought they played a great third period. Shots were 16-6 in favor of the Rangers, and the Rangers outshot the Lightning 37-31 in this game. In the faceoff dot, they lost going 55, or they went 45%, the Lightning going 55. Power play was 2 for 5 for the Rangers, 1 for 3 for the Lightning. Hits 22-21 in favor of the Rangers, 11 block shots for the Lightning, 15 for the Rangers, 4 giveaways for the Rangers, 14 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And yeah, there's people really trying to say Igor dove. Okay. Try getting hit in the nuts and tell me if that's a flop right there. Yeah. For the people that are saying it's a dive, yeah, go in that net and go ahead and get whacked in the nuts there and just tell me how that feels. I'm sure that one feels great. I'm sure he faked it. Of course. Getting hit in the nuts. Yeah, you're a man. Get up. What a joke. What a joke. But regardless, Rangers get the win. I'm happy. We're all happy. And they improved to, 11-2-2 in their last few games here. Last 16, right? I could do math. Or last 15, whatever it is. Regardless, Rangers have a solid record in their last few games. And they unfortunately went into the night without Patrick Kane, but clearly didn't matter. The offense was still more than capable of scoring enough tonight. Very happy with that. And I'm glad they're being safe with Patrick Kane. We know the hip injury. That was the whole talk of the town before they made the trade. So yeah, I'm happy that they ended up giving him a bit of rest there going into the night. Let him heal and be ready for the playoffs, and let's see Showtime come then. So yeah, when it comes to this game though, for what they did have, since they went 11-7, Ryan Lindgren made his return to the lineup. I want to start with Igor Shesterkin, who I thought had a good game. I really don't think any of the goals were his fault. You had a tipping goal from Killorn. You had a lucky bounce that went off of Radish, and then the Hagel goal, he made like 5 saves there in a row, and Hagel just ended up tapping it in. So I'm not really mad about any of the goals that Igor Shesterkin let up. If anything, it's more the defense needing to be a bit better. And there was a couple defensive lapses. There was mostly in the second period, but there wasn't as many tonight as there has been on most nights. I thought that when it came to the defense, I don't really have a problem with anyone on the defense tonight. I thought Fox, maybe you can't get flat-footed there by Sorelli. He ended up getting 2 points though on the night. Still had a solid night. 2 takeaways. Not an awful night. Lindgren had a good night in his return as well, and he looks more healthy than when we saw him in that first return that he made. He definitely looks a lot better and a lot healthier this time around. So I'm glad that they ended up waiting with Ryan Lindgren. Trouba, unfortunately, didn't get many shifts. He ended up leaving the game early. Ben Harper, he definitely had his legacy game tonight. He definitely did. There were a couple plays that I thought he made that were a bit boneheaded, but you know what? He still had his legacy game tonight, just showing balls and dropping the mitts. Yeah, I'm happy with the way that he threw around the Lightning tonight. And the offense was definitely great tonight as well. I thought that they were really good. Tyler Mott, I'd say, was probably the player of the game, although you could argue Mika Zibanejad. 67% of the faceoff dot for Mika, getting himself 3 points on the night. Yeah, not a bad day at the office for Zibanejad at all, but Tyler Mott, I mean, 7 shots on goal, 2 goals, +2 on the night, 4 takeaways. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to give the player of the game here to Tyler Mott. Very good game for Tyler Mott. The kid line continued to produce. I thought they were great tonight. Panarin looked good. I mean, I don't have an issue with anyone really tonight. Even Jimmy Vesey almost made a nice little pass there, set up Zibanejad, almost get a nice goal. I don't really know if I have an issue with any of the forwards tonight. Almost all of them got a point except for Trocheck and Vesey, actually. Yeah, everyone else got a point. So, yeah, not too bad of a night for the forward group and not too bad of a night for the Rangers in general. So, I'm happy with this one. Would have liked a better second period, but at the end of the day, not too mad because it's not like the goals that they let up were really they were weird goals. So I'm not too mad, but let's get the chat and see what you guys have to say about this game. I'm very intrigued considering all the garbage that went on with Tampa, of course. So I'm very intrigued to see what you guys have to say. I understand that Schneider is supposed to get a fighting major, but really, what's he supposed to do when he gets jumped like that? Never threw a punch, 5-minute penalty. Yeah, again, it's ridiculous. The instigator, I'm glad it's there and I'm glad they called it there, because if they didn't call an instigator on that, that would have been ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, Schneider doesn't even deserve to be in the box. It's ridiculous that these players throw clean hits and they still end up having the fight. It's just complete and utter garbage, but it's whatever. It is what it is. It's annoying. With all due respect to what Boston has done, this is the Eastern Conference final that people want. Yes, I agree. I agree completely. And I agree with this. F. Killorn for that. F that guy. Just ridiculous. And yeah, I definitely gained respect for Harper from this game as well. I definitely did as well. He was chirping them all game. I love it. Loved you see him talking to Chernak all game. I absolutely loved it. They played better without Trouba. Yeah, true. But again, you definitely want Trouba healthier. Like, I know Harper had a good game tonight, But at the same time, you don't want to roll with Harper in the playoffs. You just don't. And then people are saying to bench Mikkola for Harper now after this one. It's like, let's pump the brakes a bit. Let's remember what he's done in the previous 20 some odd games that he's played here. Let's pump the brakes. After tonight, I think Tarasenko should be on the power play. I thought they got better looks tonight than they have the past few games. I had to roll with Tarasenko, to be honest with you. And yeah, good to rally for the captain. Very true. Good rally night for them. And I'm glad that they stuck it to Perry for that too. Granted, Perry didn't really give Harper much of a choice there at the end of the game, which again, complete and utter garbage, but whatever. What was the purpose of Kucherov breaking the camera in the penalty box? What a classless. Yeah. Again, just completely classless organization there. They're a bunch of whiners. That's what it is. Back-to-back nights where we're talking, or back-to-back games, I should say, where we're talking about a team being a bunch of whiners. Huh. I mean, if they stick with this first power play unit, I guess you just switch Kane and Tarasenko. You just throw Kane on that second unit. Yeah, I agree. He's a good enough seventh defenseman, but I don't want him starting playoff games if the team's fully healthy. Agree. I think Kane should play one more game before the playoffs, but if they don't, I mean, I'm not too mad. I don't know what the league rules are because they change every day. They change more than Gallant changes lines, and Gallant changes lines more than he changes underwear. So, yeah, I'm not too sure, but hopefully he gets suspended for that because that was complete garbage. Kane was out because they're trying to keep it safe with that hip injury. They're trying to play it safe, and he was complaining about being a bit sore in practice, so they just felt it was best to give him the day off. And yeah, how about Tarasenko too, blocking that shot towards the end of the game? I love it. Dude's he's unreal. And yeah, like you said there, love it. And yes, for my Yankee fan friends, good. Thank you for beating the Phillies up in that series. Granted, I have lowered my expectations for the Mets, but you know what? For the Yankee fans here, thank you. I tip my cap to you. I really do appreciate you guys smacking up the Phillies this weekend or this week. And yeah, I agree. At this point, Tarasenko's the keeper between him and Kane. I agree. But I'm going to wrap things up here. I really do appreciate everyone tuning in for this post-game live stream. Means the world to me, all the support. We're getting close to the playoffs, so you definitely aren't going to want to miss these live shows come playoff time. But that's going to be it. Leave a like if you enjoyed this live stream. Subscribe if you guys are new. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video or go live next. And I will see you guys in the next one. Let's go Rangers.